We are back, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday today. Welcome, welcome. How are we all doing? Good to see you all again. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Suo. Hi, Prune. Hi, Fan. Hi, Ein. Hi, everyone who's come to join me. Welcome, welcome. You do luck now by my own chat. Have a great stream. You have a great rest of your day. And thank you for stopping by. And thank you, Bunny, for lurking. Hi, Suo. It's been so long since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well, honey. It's good to see you again. Today we're gonna be doing some art, doing some fantasy armor designing, because I got the idea that different cultures in the world we made will have different kinds of armor, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I had to draw a head first, which was the hardest part, the most difficult part, I think. But I hope we can design something cool, at least. I think so. Also, I'm gonna bring this up again later on, but Suit Pooch had his account stolen, his Discord account stolen. We don't know the extent of the damage from that, but several other people have also had their accounts stolen because they were sent a link from another person that they clicked on. The scammers slash hackers are pretending to be the person who actually owns the account and saying they are doing a Minecraft build thing to celebrate a friend's birthday. So if you get one of those messages, just ignore it, block and move on. Just your public safety announcements, everyone. But other than that, I don't think there's any other public announcements I need to make. Except Blade, my model mama, got back to me today, just before stream. And oh my god, you guys, I am so excited. It has been a bit, indeed. Hope you're doing good. You've been chilling and soaking in the odd phenomenon of sunlight. Hell yeah. Yeah, that sunlight is a really odd phenomenon. I have been good too. I actually had neck pains, a neck ache, now right before I started streaming. It's still there, and I think that if I move my head from side to side, it sort of gets worse. But it feels like it's getting a little bit better. I hope. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, I might show you how it's looking now when we do art, because I have it up on my character sheet, because I couldn't wait. Oh, you guys, it's looking so good. Like you don't even know how good it's looking. It's so gorgeous. Sneak peeks, yes. What have you been up to, Suo, except for basking in the sunlight? Now that the summer is here, I plan on doing the same. At some point. At some point. We'll see. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have summer here. Finally, it's been a long wait. Unemployment, meeting friends, and com work here and there. Oh, that's just like me, for real, for real. Except the com work. I've just been streaming, unemployed, uh, hanging out with friends, and doing some art here and there. Playing Minecraft mostly, actually. Damn, winning, except the com work. To winning, except that. To winning. We are winning, twinning, twinning, winning. Yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh my god. We're getting all the good songs. Although, let's put on some calmer music, I think. That, yes, clean. Let's jump into here. I'm gonna show you what I've done. I just drew a face, a head. I don't know how accurate this head is. I just did it on the fly. But I feel like it suits what we're gonna do today. Hello, Ez. Welcome back. We're doing another art stream? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And only for those. Head. Hello, Judy. Welcome in. Thank you for still being here. Only for those of you who are here now. I'm only gonna show this once, this stream. So those who aren't here don't get to see this. Okay? But we got an update on the model. It's looking so fucking good. So good. I'm so happy with it, and I'm really excited. Excited. I am going to come. No, I'm not gonna come. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do that though. Yes. Okay. So the reason I just made a head is because I wanna design helmets for a little bit. The like that? No, even more. Like so, I think. Yes. We're gonna be designing some helmets and maybe other armor. Looks so pretty, yeah. So pretty. Why were the first words I heard, no, I'm not gonna come? Uh, mm, um, hi Nexus, welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. we're gonna make some armor today. Shush, everyone, don't tell. Don't say anything. See, there we go. What looks so pretty? We saw nothing regarding a new model design. My lips are sealed on that topic. They don't even have to be sealed because you saw nothing, right? Hi, Suge. Next. Suge has been on my mind lately because of the hacking of his account. Hi, Nexus. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? How are you doing, cutie? You're good? I'm glad. Think of the care packages. So, I wanted to make some helmets for this guy here. And that's what we're gonna do. I need to just do this real quick. It's driving me crazy. But anyways, I have been working on this as well, and sort of put out some of the names I had for stuff. Uh, I put the Dracani Islands here and made a little bit of a, what's it called? A little crater here. It's much less than the last map. Like, it's much more tiny and I think more realistic in that sense. And I don't know if I actually want real gods in this world this time. And I think I'm gonna redesign some of that, some of the lore and stuff for it, because last, like the first iteration of this world was much more like high fantasy-esque. And I feel like I'd want something a little less high fantasy, you know? But that's how the world is looking now. And we're gonna be making some armor for some of the people in that world. I think, let's see. I got this idea from an artist, a YouTuber artist who uh designed like a whole world, but also like armor for the people he made. And it was such cool designs because he took inspiration from the Aztecs and and the South American cultures for um one of his fantasy people, and the armor and stuff that he made for them was just gorgeous. It looked so cool, honestly, and I really want to show that to you. But I'm gonna see if I can find it. I might not even be able to find it if I'm honest. It was a little bit ago since I saw it. And right now I'm being distracted by my Pinterest. Can possibly understand why. Okay. Ugh, stupid, sexy women everywhere. I just want armor. Stop it. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. All over the place, even. They are so widespread that I don't even know. Harumi, welcome in, honey. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for still being here. How are you doing, honey? Uh, so something I really like with like historical armors is that before the medieval times, they were often like very extravagant looking, almost like before the uh, full plate armor that medieval knights wore. They were often less sleek, I feel like, and they had all these with the Roman armor, Roman helmets, for example, and Spartan helmets. Thank you for your input. Uh, they were often much more like pompous. I don't know how to say it or how to describe it, but um, they were really pretty. I think like gorgeous pieces of armor, and that's kind of what I want to go for with some of these pieces that I want to design. That is not the right tab. So why did I bring that up? I'm so stupid. Okay. There's also some like fantasy clothing that's not armor. That's really cool looking. But I wanna see. Oh, like this, for example. Like look at this. That is so cool looking. And I wanna bring in motifs, you know? Oh, actually, here's here's an image from the guy I was talking about. He makes a copy. He makes such incredible art. Like his ideas on this, like this is a druid sort of mech. It's so cool. The main character is here. Hello, Ein. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. Isn't that fucking cool? A whole ass druid mech. Like, he made several versions of this drawing to show how they get into it and stuff. But this is what they look like when they're fully in the mech. Like, isn't that so badass? Do you think it's wet on the inside? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it's fucking badass. The Vine mix, I think he calls it. It's such a badass thing to come up with, right? Or am I the only one? I don't think I'm the only one with this. It's so cool. Uh, I definitely want to emulate this and sort of be able to design something cool, uh, some cool ideas and whatnot. Of course, his work took like a long time, and I think he had like many years to perfect this. So if if you're gonna start something, it's probably gonna be a couple years, and I will come back to like whatever we do here today, and you know, continue working on it. Piano, don't piano. Uh, da, da, da. Diddy bum. I also think like this guy is so fantastic when it comes to armor design. Just so you know, he's amazing. Like even like culture design, he's so good at, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. So, so. Uh, how do vines get nutrients? These are important questions, Myra. That's definitely a unique art style to make that. Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to ask him. Yeah, I have no idea. But anyways, wait, we're gonna get rid of that. I think I want to save this as some inspiration because, like, this is just like a warrior priest sort of armor design, I feel like. But actually, I can get rid of that. And I want to use this pen. This brush. Yes. So, do they just have they just have to bring wet dirt when they get into the armor? Just a pocket full of? I have no clue. I have no fucking clue. Oh my god.
Sorry, accident. Sorry, accident.
Sorry. Um, Haru, you want to get praised, honey? You're such a good girl. I'm so very proud of you, sweetheart. Yes, I am. Let me see. Okay, interesting. Um, sorry. Sorry, I am talking to my model maker at the moment. Let's see. Okay. Okay, okay. I I think that I need some stuff. Okay. First of all, I think we need to establish some sort of cultural, like, um, what's it called? I am so sorry once again. Ah, wow, guys, did you all hear that Such got the corn virus? It stole his account information and password just from eating corn. Down with the corn, no more corn. Yeah, so Such got his account stolen, and I want you all to be careful. Sorry, just a second. Not you and Jack sending text files to each other for a randomizer lately. Randomizer? What randomizer? What's she talking about? Okay, so when it comes to cultures, designing cultures, do an archipelago run with MB and Suge? Oh, okay, you two. All on different games to unlock different stuff. Hell yeah. I thought Corgi was doing it on his own. That's fun. Okay. Okay. So let's see. What kind of helmets can we do? Mm, right, I wanted to show. It's a different one. Okay. See. Uh, where is it? Uh, I might have to search on it on YouTube. Uh,
Let me do it for you. I do it for you.
want to show exclusive preview, first look of the model. We already did that, Ain. And I said that only those who were here during that got to see it. Oops. Hello, Dev. Welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely day. See, what model are we speaking of? Well, my new model, of course. I'm invoking my mob privileges. Just go home, so it's okay. The Tinker, the Statue of David. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Blade right now about model stuff. Hello, Mystical. Welcome back. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's good to see you again. Don't say anything. I won't survive if you say too much. And you wasn't here. Wait. Okay. If you show me later, I'll forgive you for all those times you were late. Damn. Damn. I guess I have to. Let's see. I'm trying to find a specific video because like this. Ugh, I need to show you guys. Uh, see. Why is it so difficult to find things? Show a pixel of the new model and you have fulfilled the contract with Ain. Oh, true. Don't ever show Dev. Show a single Ethan. Volta's welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome in. I need to go to the bathroom, y'all. I'm gonna pee myself. Okay. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So I'll be right back. Hello. As long as you get your redeem home in Boobas, you're happy. If you have to wait for updates. About that, you might have to scrap that, sweetie. Oh, Peth Girl. You've seen something even more special. Wrapped. Sorry. Sorry, Dev. No boob home for you. Let's see. Mhm. Uh, see. Uh, where? Oh, I found him. It's Freelancer. Look at this. His work is amazing. I think I wanna show you guys one of his videos. The Yes, it's payback for making Myra cry. Yeah, Redeem will live on in your memory. You paid for your model and you were betrayed like this. You're not the only one who paid, sweetie. Good thing you get to nestle onto my head. Do. Let's see. Okay, I need to show you this. This. And yes, it's payback for making me cry. Can you hear? I think you can hear, right? I need to show you guys this.
The people of the High Valley, the children of the sun, the chosen of Ixanteotl, the faceless god of war, he who carries the sun disk shield, the Hecaxians, who would call themselves Hecaxili, literally meaning the people of the bowl,
just you wait.
The dominant culture in eastern Arcanosa. Originally natives of the Altecaxe Plateau, they are a warlike people that has managed to conquer, subjugate and colonized most of the eastern mainland of the continent by using their abundant gunpowder, advanced machinery, and martial prowess to overpower everything in their path.
I'm so in love with this guy's work.
Hecaxili referred to the many different ethnic groups and cultures which inhabited the original province. These myriad earlier civilizations could be classified into two broad groups.
It's so
known
good.
as Low Hecaxians, or Tlalcaxili, the ones inhabiting the flat plateau, and the High Hecaxians, or Altecaxili, the people of the mountains. There was always constant warfare amongst the different groups of Hecaxians, be it for control of the land, raids for riches, and even ritual war. And yet, the peoples of the valley and slopes would forget all grievances, temporarily, and form powerful alliances when threatened by foreign powers, against which neither of them could stand alone, as many an empire or kingdom sought to control the iron-rich mountains and the bountiful volcanic soil of the plateau. Also backed the rise and militarization of a radical and uncompromising...
I need to, tell you guys, he took inspiration from, the Aztecs and Incas, and I'm not sure which specific culture he used for that because I'm not well versed in the differences, sadly, but South American cultures before Columbus arrived, and also conquistadors, and he blended them together.
...in faction within the cult of Ixanteotl, one that blamed recent natural catastrophes, including an eruption that brought havoc amongst all the peoples of Hecaxe and abroad, on the lack of sacrifices to the sun god, and the increasing worship of minor deities at the expense of devotion to him above all.
He's also an amazing artist.
He would take up their cause, and in turn, they would become the backbone of his army, his enforcers, and his most dire supporters.
That is what I mean.
Their helms in the style of a skinless face, like their gods.
It's such a cool concept.
This new military would spill forth from Icatlan and make war upon the rest of the valley. The new weapons and Seven Fangs' tactical mind made them invincible in both the field and siege. a weapon that
Right.
shields and armor could not stop,
Thank
a
you.
feast that mercy and diplomacy would not stay. Thus many low Hekaxian cities fell, and many after would outright surrender, preferring to become vassal states and pay tribute than face the might of Icatlan, as the defeated were often sacrificed to the faceless god of war. Only the Altecaxian peoples, up in their flattened mountaintop temple cities, were able to remain defiant by using their knowledge of the terrain to resist the invaders, who struggled to carry their heavy artillery and supplies over the narrow and steep mountain paths, where they were often ambushed and constantly stopped. But even their stubborn defiance would only buy them time. So, by the time Seven Serpent Fang was an old man, his domain and tributary states included the whole Hekaxian Valley and most of its foothills and lower peaks. He imposed Icatlan culture and tradition on all his subjects, to be reborn as the one and only Hekaxian people, the chosen children of Ixanteotl. And dissatisfied with his own titles, he named himself Tepewan of Hekaxe, High Priest of the Sun, declaring himself and his progeny to be living gods, rays of the sun made flesh, and who, one day, would inherit an empire in which the sun never sets.
I
After his
highly
passing,
recommend you guys
his
check
descendants
this
would attempt the conquest of the peaks
person out
and the invasion of the lower lands, with
if you
some
like
success.
D&D and stuff like
But
that.
the world beyond their peaks
Which is
proved too strong
well-building.
for the small valley, as they had also begun to adopt the weapons and tactics of Seven Serpent Fang and his army. But his claim to the lands below was never forgotten, and his rule had set the grounds for the rise of Hekaxe as a feared empire, like a great serpent, slowly uncoiling from a long sleep in its high mountain nest. And as it did it, it breathed thunder and brimstone, and birthed
Hello,
endless throngs
so
of
welcome
faceless
in.
iron men,
I hope you're having a
eager for the
great
chance to subdue
day.
the world below. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this first part of the Hekaxian faction history. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you're able to, support my work with the links in the description below. You may have noticed that there was no mention of the Essence, or Hekaxian soul engines and machinery. That's because I decided to keep that topic for the next video of the faction, which is coming at one point. Creating this video took lots of time, more than I expected, in part because of personal circumstances, but it also has helped me question my whole approach to the channel. In my aim to make something impactful, I kept the production of this video under wraps, and now I think it wasn't really worth it. We'll make an effort to show more of the process and perhaps change the format to be less demanding in the future. It also made me want to create more short-form, simpler content in between these more produced videos, in order to flesh out the world and not have such long content routes on the channel. So look forward to it. That said, thank you so much for watching to this point. And as always, cheers! And until the next one.
Sorry. Talking to my model first again. Hello, Lurker. Hope you're having a lovely day, honey. Welcome in. I'm doing well. The stream is going good. We're just designing more fantasy stuff. I want to design a culture, I suppose. I want to design cultures and like geopolitical stuff in this new world that we made. It's not finished, but it's the start. And with that, I want to also design armor for the different cultures. Let's see. So, I am not well versed in designing cultures. I don't think I've ever like really put much work into that. So, I guess we should like figure out how we should start this, right? We got a head at least. So that's something. That's one big task. Yeah, it is. We can hide that for now. We can also figure out where this culture is meant to come from. I do have a place actually. And I also have, no, I have two places three places that I'm kind of invested in, which would be this place here, which is called the Rothlands, and the Rothnick Highlands. It's the land of the Roths. And this island here, which is High Reach, which is ruled by the Aldwinor family? I don't know, but their capital is named Aldwinor at least. And I know it. I know something about them that they have eagles as pets, like big sea eagles as a companion pet. Geography does affect culture quite a bit, you think? So the where is probably a good place to start. Yes, I think so too. And down here, in Calgary and Caldevorn, my first, what I have for them is that they are seagoing people and like control this whole inland sea sort of. With massive sort of Leviathan hunter ships, is what I call them, where they use these ships to hunt for Leviathans and keep other nations' ships safe. Or they keep travel routes safe on the sea. And they also get hired as like protection by other kingdoms, I suppose, in the area. And then here, this is supposed to be like elven land, but I'm not sure anymore. You heard seagull people at first. Sea-going people, although seagulls could be kind of cool, I suppose. This here goes down sort of closer to the equator, so it gets much hotter on this landmass, and down here. And here I'm thinking we might have um, a, a desert area, I suppose, judging by um, how the land is laid out. We'll see, because the wind patterns go to the left underneath the equator and to the right above it. So this part would be fairly, what's it called? My brain just had a short circuit. Seagull people. What are seagull people? Seagoing people makes much more sense. Yeah, I know, sweetie. Seagoing people is what we said, but seagull people sounds kind of cool to me. Seagulls are quite amazing birds. Also, Missoura. I don't know what to name this place either. I know this. I kind of want to be Wymeria. But we'll see how that goes. And my brain have a brain fart. Yes. This is a fantasy world. It doesn't need to make sense. Yeah, it doesn't need to make sense. Just because you haven't heard of them before doesn't mean they don't exist. True. They could exist and we just don't know. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. I think we're gonna start with the Roths. Where did they come from? How did they come to power? What do they believe in? What are their social standards? How do they live? What do their culture look like? Let's see. So my thinking was that this place above here would be sort of inspired by Celtic cultures, you know, but we could also take inspiration from other things when it comes to that. So this world, I think, oh, I think of as being in sort of the 14th century, maybe 13th to 15th century, sort of medieval time. Now you want to make your own fantasy world and draw a map for it just so that you can make seagull people with credit. Delaka. Sure, I'll do it. This is a free program. It's called Incarnate. So we got Roth from the Rothlands. Okay. So, Celtic inspirations is what I was thinking. Celtic cultures. Um, what else can we take inspiration from? I when it comes to their what's it called? Their location. Sorry, I need to put on the music again. There we go. When it comes to their location, their geographical location, it's a very mountainous region. Oh, hey, Jensu. Hey på dig. Ja. Ja. It's a very mountainous region. Um, I I would see it as quite cold. It's quite a farther away from the equator, and it's sort of close to tundras that stretch from the throughout the upper parts of this landmass. Um, so, but they still like it's not too far away. Like it's not, you know, Greenland far away or Iceland far away. It's sort of middle Scandinavia, I feel like, or southern Scandinavia. Possibly like, let's see, world map. What the fuck? It's kind of over here, I feel like. Uh, yeah, middle Sweden, I would say. Middle Sweden, maybe that's the equator, right? So, yeah, about middle Sweden esque when it comes to geographical location. So that means um, colder winters and warmer summers, I think, or at least like comfortable summers. Okay. Um, how would that affect them? How would that affect these cultures? So Celtic cultures, and I feel like Viking inspirations could also be kind of cool to add. Um, while also maybe taking inspiration from what's it called, Sami people. Um, specifically Scandinavian Sami, because those are what I am most familiar with, I suppose. Although I would have to, I would have to do a lot of research on these cultures. Uh, da, da, da. So Celtic, Viking, maybe Germanic tribes, perhaps. Hmm. One thing that's like depicted often on these with these cultures, that for men at least, for them to have like striking facial hair. I think I just saw a video on this actually. Not on this, but it was mentioned that the image of Celtic warriors having uh, well groomed mustaches or and beards were not is not like unfounded, because the Romans, when they invaded, actually took note of that. So that could be something we can add. And let's try adding something like it, I guess. That could be cool. Vad är det än så? Va? Okay. Also something you see often depicted in like um, contemporary media is the braided beads when it comes to Viking stuff, at least. So that's something we could take inspiration from, I guess, if I can manage to do that. That is. Though, how would that be? How would that look? I am so bad at drawing braids. Why can I not draw braids like ever? Mm, I'm gonna go insane. Imagine livestock would be a large part of the day to day, with the territory being mostly mountainous, growing crops be more difficult, not necessarily important to looks, but could lead to animal motifs in clothing and stuff and local legends. That is such a good idea. That's a really good point. Thank you. Maybe like maybe a certain animal would like feel particularly at home in those mountainous regions. Like maybe it doesn't have to be a real animal. Maybe we can make one up. See. What the fuck am I doing? I'm so stupid. It is fantasy after all. Yeah, it fucking is. How do you draw braided beards? I don't know. Uh, Maybe it doesn't even have to be braided. Let's just do that for now. Yeah. Uh, well, actually, I should probably. I should probably do this. Copy that. Do that, and actually make a copy of the hat. There we go. So we actually have that head to work with if we come up with something else. Okay. Doesn't have to be one big braid either. Maybe just a couple small ones. That's true. I just don't know how to do it. So like, actually, let me move you up here. Um, that looks kind of cool, I guess. So when it comes to, oh, you're back. Welcome back. A 5-minute conversation turned into a 30-minute one. Hope it was a good conversation. I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm sort of liking that small thing there. So maybe they put like thingies on the end, at the end of their mustaches. Yeah. Right. So I was thinking, it was an interesting one at least. I'm glad. Okay, when it comes to like helmets during this time in their history, in their culture, I think retaining that animal motif, I think is okay. How would that be then? I think just I think there could be like plenty of personal um, detailing to these uh, pieces of armor. So I'm just figuring out a really rudimentary design that they maybe could have started with during their history. Okay. Hmm. Maybe that could be something. I feel like maybe goats I know is like a very resilient uh cattle animal. is a very resilient livestock. They manage to survive where other animals have a harder time surviving. Goats, Toma mentioned, yes. So maybe goats and rams. I was also thinking boars could be cool motifs for these people. Of animals that like manage to survive in that environment. Bulls less so, because we're talking about this area up here called Rothland. A very mountainous area. The sheep dragon. The sheep dragon. Sheep dragon. As in a woolly dragon? I mean, it could be something. Minotaurs. Not sure about minotaurs. But keep it coming. I like to hear all the suggestions, even though I might not agree with them all. I'm hearing you. I hear you. Mino goats? So goats. Okay, sweetie. They're from Obojima Tales from the Tall Grass. They look so goofy, but you love them. A D&D 5 ebook. Wait, I need to see this. Sheep dragon. Do you mean these? Oh, hello, Nathan. Welcome in. What you drawing? Is he a Viking of some sort? We are trying to design a fantasy culture at the moment. Trying our best, at least. Is it these? One moment. I'm waiting. We should put the picture. I don't know. Let's see. You can just put it in maybe Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it's in the gaming channel. Oh, it was that. Okay. Looking good so far. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah, it was that one. Yeah, that does look goofy. Oh my god. Let's see. So you know how old art of Celtic tribes people during the Roman invasions, when you look at like art, like later art depicting those people, they usually have these helmets with wings on the side, you know? Like that. Maybe we take that concept and give them horns instead. Even thought maybe a Chinese warrior with the top hat. Or with the top part. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see that. I really do like helmets with these like pointed tops with something like a tuft of hair or something, a tuft of fur. Actually, wait, you do have an idea? Okay. Let me know. Let me see it. Let me hear it. Shoot. You're finding a picture. Okay. Okay. Actually, should we do maybe? So I'm thinking that the helmet we're designing right now is sort of on the lower, on the older side of this culture's armor. Like, let's do that. I don't know when a good time period for this would be, but I think they would have um, gotten to another stage of their culture, I think, at this point in time. That's what I want to portray, at least. I feel like they have been at war with invading armies, but also maybe even launched invasions themselves. In Elden Ring DLC, look up Divine Beast Warrior. You're right, the wings would look cool too, yeah. Divine Beast Warrior. Oh, do you mean these ones? Don't look, chat. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I fucking this boss is so scary looking to me. Yeah, tummy, so much tummy. Don't look, I said. Ah, you guys. Avert your eyes, damn it. Hmm. Okay. But I'm seeing it as like very rudimentary armor at this stage. But sort of trying their hand at like putting the signs and details on them. Ronnie is better though. We're your community. You made us like this. Roman helmets had the broom look. What was that haircut called? I know which one you like. What you mean? They had the their helmets had a big like sort of this, right? On their heads. I know what you mean. I like that. I want to take inspiration from that too, for sure. Um, but but let's try. I have a an animal made up already. What? What? The Legion effort. Yeah. Come on. Load up. I don't know how the fuck. Come on. Save. Yeah. Just need to get it up again. I don't know how I managed to do that. Du- 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 du. Okay, I'm gonna look up encyclopedia here real quick. Here we go. Uh, the qual beasts, qual horns, um, is what I thought of. Did I do something? No, okay. Thinking the haircut was called something. Oh, okay. Having a hard time getting it up? There are pills for that. Okay, sweetie, shut up. Spaghetti boy, welcome in, honey. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for still being here. The goths back in the day did it. Oh, you mean the spiky haircut that went back? I had a the spiky haircut. Yeah, I know which one you mean. I just cannot think of it. I need to look here. What? Okay. Have I lost that? Don't tell me I've lost it. Come on. What am I doing? I am. Oh, wait, maybe. Yes. Okay, it's fine. I got it. I didn't delete it. The spiky haircut. Sorry, what animal? That called something. What was the spiky style? I don't remember what it was called or if it even had a name. The animal I was talking about, I named the qual beast, or qual horn. It's spelled like this: qual horn. Hippie not deleted, yes. And they were sort of like bison-esque animals that, let me bring that up again. Was it there? Massive bison-like beasts resembling a mix between a bison and a water buffalo, is what I said. Often tamed and bred as beasts of burden. So maybe those could have an impact on it. Sorry, this is gonna kill you. You had that haircut when you was young. You'll be back, of course. Take your time. And with those, I don't have an image for them, so let's just make one now, I guess. Like, in my mind, they have this enormous looking shoulder hump. They resemble bisons a lot in my mind. But they are just really huge, you know? With these like giant horns that go up like this, maybe. You get fluff from bison slash bullhorn, like instead of sheep. Maybe. Uh, in my mind, they're used as beasts of burden, like able to pull massive wagons of stuff. Maybe even help out in like fields and with plowing instead of horses. But I don't know. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually like tried to draw one of these. I've never drawn a bison either. This is a first for both of them. But maybe they do produce wool. Though that would make them like quite the quintessential animal, if I'm honest, because you could butcher them and get massive amounts of food. You could keep them as beasts of burden, and you can get wool from them. That's kind of insane. We do that already, IRL. I know, but like we have different animals for different things, you know? And horns for your helmets and drinking horns. Or decorations or jewelry and stuff like that. Tools. Like, yeah. So when it comes to horns on helmets, there is no proof that throughout history that has been a thing, as far as I remember. Let's see. Were horns on helmets a thing? Yes, horns on helmets were a real thing. According to the AI, horned helmets were worn by many people around the world. Headpieces mounted with animal horns or replicas were also worn since ancient history. Okay, that's great. We have historic precedents for it, so we can try something like that at least. But ooh, I know. Maybe these people see the qual horns as like a status symbol and also uh, an animal that portrays strength and durability, maybe. So they might be like sort of try to emulate that with big furs to sort of get that hump on their shoulders, maybe to emulate the qual horns stature, sort of. And that sort of plays into the divine beast as well. So maybe fur is like an important part of their armor. Vikings didn't really have horned helmets, even though media loves doing it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. What you're saying is that they want the shrimp look. Yes, they want the shrimp look. Okay, let's redo this. I think I need to actually make it come up way further, like up here maybe. Maybe that's like a protection for their back or something. Maybe it like makes them look really big as well, big and imposing. Sort of like a scare tactic almost. Maybe it's also part of everyday life for, say, nobles to dress in rich furs like this and emulate the feeling of the quail horns or other native animals. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Lucine. Welcome in, both of you. Hope you're having a lovely day. Yippee, Mara Quissam, have you brushed your teeth today? Yeah, of course I have. How are you? I'm doing good, thank you. Just saw an interesting tweet from Blade. Don't, shush, don't say anything. Shush, shush. Scene. Damn it. Don't make a scene. This confirms it. It confirms nothing. You have no proof.
Suck.
Next is shut it. Nice. Listen. Don't nice me. Don't you nice me. Goodness. Let's see. No, right. I removed that. So, oh, by the way, the qual beasts, they're like really massive animals in my mind. Like a human would come up to here for them, I think. Like they're like elephant sized buffaloes or bison. Maybe here. Like maybe eye height for them. Dwarves would maybe come up to here. Like they're really big animals in my mind. So yeah. Maybe. Oh, actually, I really like this tuft design, but maybe they use the tail from the quail horns, the tail tuft from the quail horns for those, or used to at least, you know. Mm, let's see. Maybe. Oh, maybe some like small. Like other animal bones could be used as earrings. You saw the model? No! God damn it. Can't believe this. Scene. How could you create a scene? Yeah. I'm obviously kidding. You can't hide it. I will hide it. Was supposed to be a surprise. Don't want it to be the whole tail they can whip around. You do want it to be the whole tail they can whip around, but that's not very combat friendly. I mean, many cultures have had like big helmet tufts, like China, I think, had like these really big, you know, tails on their helmets. I think they look fucking badass. Let me see. Actually, why not make that part of this, actually? Might as well. So that, like, we have a depiction of a Roth, at least. Like a full-on depiction of how they would be clothed, at least in earlier attire. Um, and jewelry and stuff like that. Okay. Mm, bone jewelry does make sense. Use the whole animal type of mentality, not letting the life go to waste. Yeah. And I know that in Celtic cultures, uh, like early Britain, before the Roman invasion, druids were a big part of their lives. So maybe we could take inspiration from that as well, and have them be very like nature centric. So when it comes to magic and stuff like that, a lot of nature magic would be like prominent. Let's see. Okay. Trying to make sense of this nose, but I cannot. Let's see. Maybe like having uh, bone nose piercings like this. Could be cool. You need your steampunk slop to shoot the magic use. Can't counterspell a bullet, nerd. You both need to be put in detention. Think I could do that in a better way later, maybe. What did you do? Gonna shoot my magic uses. Oh, actually, what about their hairstyles? Like, maybe a lot of slicked back, long hair? Or like, is what I'm thinking. Maybe cut to there, maybe. Not sure. Long hair, best hair? Yeah, I also think like long hair would be prominent. Don't make them so shootable. Shut up. They're not shootable. I think long hair would also be like what they would have. Okay, I got that one there still. Maybe like side braids, you know? Maybe not like that, but you know what I mean. I hope. Um, Hoppala, hoppala, hoppala. Maybe hair that's put up in like a bun a lot of the time to keep it out of the face. Could be cool. And maybe body painting. Hmm. Maybe something like that even. I don't know. I mean, that kind of looks cool. Kind of looks badass. God, I forgot about the time. I actually need to end it here, everyone. How prominent do you think metal would be? Lots of mountain equals lots of metal, or maybe they just have shit luck and it's all slash mostly stone or obsidian. I think metal would be fairly prominent for sure in this mountainous landscape in Rothland. Like all of that area is very mountainous, and I think maybe they'd have access to lots of tin and copper. D&D, are you late again? No. I need to go get dinner. And I need to go make a payment. So, anyways, let's see. Go back to here. I think it's a good start, I guess. I don't know. I am leaving you. Yes. But anyways, we'll return to this tomorrow, I think. I want to try some few other things. And maybe I have something more to show you tomorrow. But anyways, I love you all so very much. Let's go back here. It's been a good, a little bit shorter stream, but it's been fun. And if you want to see something fantastic, then go check out Blade's Twitter, I think, and Blue Sky, possibly. I have not seen it yet. But anyways, have a good stream, possibles. Sweetie, I'm ending stream. Enjoy your food. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow, everyone. So don't miss me too much. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Yeah, you know what I mean, of course. Don't forget to take care of yourselves and each other. Stay hydrated and well rested, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for some more art stuff, I think. Anyways, I love you all so very much. Have a good one, everyone, and see you next time. Bye-bye.